Okay, now we're ready, for calculating for our nose wire. This is where you can adjust, your mask, to your face. I used to have a little bit bigger than that, but, I realized that if I can get this one that is actually 2.5 millimeter, garden ties, flex ties, they work really good for that. So you calculate, this one has a little bit of rubbery, I guess I use one of those little pliers. Calculate, the length, you cut it, and then you have your wires. I pull a little bit on the side, so then it makes, the wire disappear. So that way it's not, you don't have that little wire pinching your skin. You can also use pipe cleaners. This one are really strong. I had some other ones that are not as strong. And then you have to bend, the wire, and I usually use my other plier for that. That I don't know what I did with it. And then you make it so that way the edge here is not prickly. So same thing, they're approximately the same size. It doesn't really matter. So the wire is going to go on top. So if you have a design, you have to make sure it's in the right way. So face down, and you're going to fold the fabric, approximately, I would say 3/4, maybe a little bit more than ½ inch. And then you press to make sure that you have good. And then I press again, so because really I'm going to try to do all the sewing in one time. So for that anyway, for the edge. So you press again. Press the other side. And then the last portion at the bottom, you press again. That could be the same, width, ½ inch. Ouch, be careful, it's hot. It's a good iron, but it's hot. So once you have that, you can go ahead and sew a straight line here, here, and here. And do not sew the top. That would be the top of the mask. So because we're going to insert the wire like right here. And this is how I prefer using a zipper foot, because you can make a really close line here. So I'll show you that in the sewing. And by the way, I made this little hiring pad, and I also have this little self-healing mat, very easy to do. You don't have to use wood, but it's a little stronger, and I have a handle, as you can see. So Sean made the board, I made the padding, just using an old towel under that is cotton, and this is cotton. So it kind of helps a lot. It's a right size, really good size as well. So, okay, next step, sewing.